started my live.
Hi guys.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, I want to see it.
Okay, now let me put a thumbnail in before started my. Okay, I gotta make sure I turn this down because it's gonna be loud.
Real loud.
Yes, sir.
At least it says
Started
stream
my
starting. Okay.
Let me know. Let me let everyone know I'm live right now. Hold on.
Alright.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna message my groups too.
Lan, let everyone know that you're. I'm live on your server.
Okay.
Blueberry, you too.
That's what I'm doing.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, oops. Let me delete that.
What you say?
Alright, no. I can't wait for this, to be honest.
Is there a way to chat on YouTube or see how many people are on YouTube?
Yeah, there's 9 people watching right now, so.
Already.
Blake,
Yeah.
go to my thing. Here we go.
Already did.
Awesome. Copy.
Hey, what's up, Joanne?
Oh, hey, Nick.
What's
Hey,
up?
Nick, how's it going, buddy?
Good. It's going great.
Awesome.
I don't gotta work today.
When do you have work the next time?
Friday.
Friday? Think I do too. I think I work with you Friday. Not too sure.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is my one of my best friends, Nick. Everyone, you can
hey, what's up, Nick?
Everybody introduce
What's up, guys?
yourselves.
Hello.
Hi, Nick.
This is my real life friend.
Hello.
Awesome.
I'm Nick. It's nice to meet you guys.
Welcome to Discord.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get started, we're all gonna introduce ourselves and then we're all gonna explain why we think mental health is really important. We have about like 13 people watching right now, so this is awesome. So let me go ahead and open up my desktop display, and then we can get started from here. Let me go ahead and open up chat real quick, and then we go from there. Okay. I'm excited for this. Let's go. All right, G-Bop. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with myself.
I
hold on.
myself.
And then I'll do Nick next, and then Lan next, and yeah, we go from there. Okay, so as you guys know, I am Squad White King, aka Jay or Jawan. You guys, however you guys want to call me. I think that mental health is very important because it takes effect of how we feel, how we think, and how we act as human beings. There's another there's some other things that can affect us in a way that we can get a little angry. We can't really control ourselves sometimes, so we may need that extra help. Sometimes therapy isn't the best option, but there's a lot of people out there who can really help, and all 7 of us or 8 of us in this Discord server are real leaders of that. So I think we should be very proud that we give advice to these little kids on not to kill themselves or anything like that in that nature. Lan, do you want to go ahead? Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll go next. What's up, everyone? My real name is Lance, but you can call me Lancamp, as everyone would call me. And I myself am mildly autistic, so I know a lot about mental health. And one thing that I will say is, going from my experience, is that everyone goes through different things in regards to mental health. We're not all the same. So even when people who are autistic, we it affects people in different ways. Some can be on the high spectrum, some can be on the low spectrum. And I understand a lot of people out there, especially those that are young, can have trouble trying to compose, their emotions, trying to, control their emotions. I struggle with that in school times as well. So all I can say is just find ways to, if you get angry, find ways to make it, to control it in regards to find things that can make you feel better. For me, like for instance, a lot of the things that make me feel better when I get annoyed is either playing games or eating something that I like or going to the gym. That helps me when I'm angry to control myself. And when and it's very important to do that, because I know in the future, coming from experience, it could if you let your anger get the better of you, it doesn't work out well in the future. Like either friendships can be destroyed, or relationships can be destroyed, or just serious things like that. So I'm saying this from experience, that if you learn how to compose it now, in the future it will be so much better. But yeah, mental health is very important, because I feel like a lot of the times it goes unnoticed, and it definitely needs to be spread.
Awesome answer, Lan. Dang, yours was a lot. It was inspirational. It was satisfying to listen to that. Okay, who's next? Ellie, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go.
Alrighty.
So I'm Ellie. Some of you may know me as Lil Shoddy in Among Us. I think mental health is really important because we often place the importance on our physical health. If you have a cold, you go to the doctor right away. But with mental health, oftentimes it's very overlooked, unfortunately, due to people feeling like if they open up about their feelings, they will be seen as weak, or, they need to be tougher, or whatever it may be. And I just think that that's not how it should be. I think that mental health and physical health are equal and should be treated as such. For me personally, I do have 2 forms of anxiety and depression, so I've kind of went through my own little journey with mental health. I did see in the comments of the YouTube video that like when it's exam season, like mental health goes way down, and like I totally agree with that. Like I oftentimes put my like mental health and my worth onto my grades, and I don't think that that's how it should be, but sometimes it's easier said than done. And like Lan said, I totally agree. Like with finding your outlet. Like you just got to find your outlet, like what makes you calm down, whether it be from your anxiety, from your anger, from whatever it may be. So for me, I know like Lan said, like I do enjoy going to the gym, just getting that little, if you want me to go all psychology on you, when you work out, endorphins are released and it makes you a little happier. So I definitely enjoy working out to calm myself down, and then also just meditation. Right now I am in graduate school, so I'm doing basically education after college. I'm going to get my master's in mental health counseling. So in about a year, I will be a therapist.
Awesome, Ellie. Alrighty. This is the reason I freaking love Ellie. Like you could just listen to her and just, she's the best person to talk to about mental health. If you ever like had some like really, really, really like tough like stuff, you could just really talk to her though. But like sometimes like she's busy, so like it's hard to reach her. Nick.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Nick, you want to go ahead? Or
Absolutely.
Alrighty, go ahead, brother.
So I'm Nick. I'm 20, so young, and still learning everything about life, right? As I think we all are. So I've actually dealt with a plethora of mental health issues, anger, depression, anxiety, and I've got ADHD. So, but thankfully, I've been able to learn how to what's the word I'm looking for? Cope with everything. And I've come a long way from from where I started. And I think the thing that I try to remind everybody is that if you woke up today, you're up, you're out in the world, you're doing what you need to do. That is an accomplishment, and it should be celebrated. Little milestones should be celebrated, little wins all the time, because not only will that help your mental health, it'll help you. It'll help give you a different perspective on life, and just little wins every day will keep you going, keep you going, keep you going, keep you going. I think that you should never ever be afraid to talk to somebody about your mental health, whether it be getting better, whether it be declining. You should always have somebody there, or try to find somebody that you can go to in really rough situations, because talking about what is going on in your life never makes you weak, ever. And I'm especially talking to my guys out there, because I know we get kind of told, like, you need to be tough, you need to be the man, you need to be everything like that. And it can be rough. It can be really rough, because you want to be strong for everybody, but you can't be strong for anybody if you aren't strong for yourself first.
Yes,
So,
sir. I definitely agree
yeah.
with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is my man's Nick. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's do Sabrina next. Let's do Sabrina, and then we'll do Hazy right after that. Sabrina.
Hey, my name is Sabrina. Some people call me Blueberry, some people call me Sab, some people call me Sabrina. I'm fine with any. I graduated nursing last year, and I learned a lot about mental health there, and as well in high school. In high school, I um, hung out and helped autistic kids and other people with mental health in high school, and that's when I really learned about why I wanted to be a nurse, and that's when I went into nursing. So I'm here and I want to talk about mental health, and I love preaching about mental health because everyone deals with mental health. It could be themselves, or someone that has some kind of mental health problem that needs to be addressed. Um,
Okay.
no one's alone. No one's alone. You can always talk to a person, or talk to a person that you like, not your friends, but someone another person that you don't want anything to be disclosed with. That's why there's nurses, there's therapists, there's every mental health um, teacher. I don't hear
Guys, make sure
in
if you guys have
Canada
any
they're
questions, make
bringing
sure you guys drop it down below.
teachers or
Pastor, I already know
nurses to
you asked
talk
a
about mental
question, but
health,
we're gonna
but
wait until
talk
everybody
to one of us. That's
speaks.
why
Okay.
on my server I talk about mental health a lot, and if you need to talk to me, I'm here. I'm for it. So that's why I love preaching about mental health, and I'm here to talk to you all.
Okay. Awesome. 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 All right, Hazy, you're next. Also, right before Hazy, you there?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Sabrina and Ellie, don't take this into offense, Haley, but she can sometimes, like, she thinks a little too much sometimes. So if you guys can understand what she's trying to say, can you guys, like, help her out, maybe in a way,
Absolutely.
if she guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, girls. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
no
right, go ahead,
problem.
Hazy.
But I was just gonna say that I have autism too. I'm Hazy. Hello, everyone. I have autism too, and and I didn't I didn't know I had autism since I was 17 years old, so I knew about mental health since I was young, and I needed to know it since I was young, so I'm here for you all, and autism builds me up and makes me a better person, doesn't bring me down, and it just makes me a better person, and it just helps me be a better me and all around. And some of my coping skills are journaling, breathing, meditation, and yeah.
All I gotta say is, G-Bob, you're so sweet, dude. Oh, that's so sweet, dude. G-Bob just said that you're doing great, Hazy.
Thank you.
That's so damn
He
sweet.
is doing great. All of us
Yeah.
are.
You did great.
All right, you
Thank
did absolutely great. Don't worry. All right,
Yeah.
Blake, go ahead, man.
All right. Hey guys, my name's Blake. I'm 22, and as a lot of you guys know, I also have autism. So I have Asperger's syndrome, and it's not easy. It's really not easy in life, but I push through every single day, and I've been through a lot in my life. I had a very abusive father who abused me a lot mentally, and recently he just left me and my mom, and now me and my mom are struggling while he's down in Florida, and my mom has some serious health issues, and it's tough, but I know I always have people to talk to, and it just makes me stronger. This whole situation has just made me stronger in life, and yeah, life is tough, but you just gotta push through every single day, and in the end, you just turn out stronger, and you learn experience, and yeah, it's that's about it. Yeah.
Alrighty, awesome, Blake. Alrighty, not but least, Anthony. Go ahead, brother, whenever you're ready.
All right. All right. What's up, everyone? My name is Anthony, and I am, well, like all the others here in this call, I am autistic. I also have acute paranoia and dyslexia. If you don't know what dyslexia is, it's basically a ailment or a disease that, well, makes it so you don't learn stuff as early as most people do. It'll take like longer for you to remember things. Along with those problems, I don't want to say this, but I'll say it anyway. I have lost my girlfriend. It has put me in a mentally unstable position where I feel like, oh, I can't control what I do anymore. But I know I learned from that, and I'm growing stronger and stronger every day. And here's a little advice for all of those people who are dealing with, hackers, trolls. Life is too short for those kinds of people. Erase them from your life. Don't let them try to take over you. Grow stronger every single day. Talk to your friends. Play video games. Go outside. Like little Shoddy and Lance. Go work out at a gym.
All right, is that all? Is that all, Anthony? Is that all you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, before we get to our experiences with mental health and the PowerPoint that Sabrina made for all of us, if you guys can do two things. If you guys can ask any questions and we will answer them for you guys, and also spread the word, man, because this is very important to us. This is very important to all of us. We're here for every single one of you guys. So the 25 of you that are earning stream right now, yo, aim sign, what is up, man? The the 25 people down in my chat right now, I fucking love you guys. I'm not supposed to be cursing anyway, even though it's family friendly, but yeah. I fucking
okay
love
right
you.
here.
I fucking love you guys. So that means a lot to me that you guys have actually shown up and actually listened to what we're saying, because we're here for the younger kids. I think there's one
The younger
individual in the
generation.
chat that's an adult. I'm not too sure. Crystal herself, I don't know if she's gone through anything, but she's an adult. So, shout out to Crystal. Anybody else have any questions? Yes or no? Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Okay, I know Imposter had asked earlier, do I know some people that have mental health and have had gone through stuff? Yes, my younger sister and myself. Yes, obviously, the family members, they have gone through a lot of things. All of us adults have pretty much have gone through things. She's gone through a depression. She's had boyfriend trouble, and like I've had girlfriend trouble a lot. So,
You and me, brother.
hell yeah, it's hard, but like I said, yeah. Anybody else have questions or no?
Well, I just wanted to say something real quick about relationship and its relevance to mental health. Relationships should help your mental health. So to those of you that they're the younger crowd, the biggest thing that I want you guys to remember is that if something is not helping your mental health, it's not for you. And you really need to be on the lookout for things that may be toxic, things that may be bringing you down, things that maybe aren't pushing you in the direction that you want to go, people that may not be pushing you in the right direction that you want to go, and really know. You don't have to know what you want to do, right? But like, you got to know your worth 100%. Because if you don't know your worth, then people are going to take advantage of that. And then that's when the mental health starts to decline. So all of you all are so deserving of respect and love and nothing less. And you shouldn't settle for anything less.
Awesome,
Nope.
awesome,
Retweet,
awesome.
Yep,
Retweet.
that's 100% true.
Awesome. Anybody else questions? Yes or no? I'm gonna have you guys like 2 minutes to ask them. We're all gonna start talking about our experience and stuff. I'll go in the middle. I'm gonna let somebody else go first. You guys can ask questions though too. My teammates here in the call, you guys can ask questions too. I know Imposter. He had a question, and we are all amazing. You're speaking facts, Cruiser. Guys, please ask questions. Don't hesitate. We're all here for you.
Yeah,
Don't hesitate.
we really are.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
And
we are
don't feel like you have
100%
to
here
think
for
of
you
a-
guys.
Don't feel like you have to think of a question right now. If you think of one later in the stream, send it along and we'll pause and address it.
Yep,
Like I said before, guys, we're all in this together. We all go through things, so we're all one big like gaming family here. So don't feel like anyone is like, don't feel uncomfortable to like come to us. We're all one big gaming family here. We all have our own experiences, so we all are riding this together.
Okay, awesome. 3 questions. I got 3 questions so far. I got one from Cyborg, I got one from Dr. Wiggler, and I got one from Keith. Cyborg asks, squad, what is the best way to deal with mental health if it's serious? Definitely talk to somebody. That's number 1. Family is number 1, dude. Getting therapy can sometimes help. But sometimes it doesn't, because depression doesn't go a long way. It's something that's there forever. Well,
Yep.
it's something that's there forever. So therapy
think
may
it
not be
also-
depression or therapy may not be the best solution for you, but I think talking to somebody.
Depression.
No,
Depression is not there forever because I
Yeah.
got out of it.
did you, how?
I agree with Hazy that depression isn't forever if you find ways to cope with it and you also talk it out with like a adult who understands stuff
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
It's not depression is definitely not forever. It's definitely not.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely not.
Alrighty.
I
Of course
think
not.
it depends on how bad the situation. It depends on the situation, first of all.
I was gonna say that because it like it depends because it depends if the situation is like big. Like if it's such a big situation, sometimes it can stay with you for life. But if it's like
I even disagree with
a small,
that.
a small situation, it can be like you can cope with it. It just depends on like you on the person and just how much the situation affects you. It really just depends on that.
Exactly.
I disagree.
Exactly what G-Bot was saying right here. It depends on the person and it depends on what happened in that situation. Exactly, G-Bot. That's exactly what Lane was just saying.
I disagree with that though. I feel like that there's nothing in this life that could possibly happen to where you should be depressed for life. I mean, granted, we all know that loved ones are gonna go and all that, and it's gonna hurt for a while, but it's never gonna last forever. Never.
And even traumatic,
Yeah,
extremely
like-
traumatic things, you can always learn to cope with what you are going through, no matter what. And that is the whole purpose of this.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
learn
Hey,
to know
right.
that there's always a way.
Skills.
There's always a way out, no matter.
There's
what.
always hope.
Exactly.
Exactly. Alrighty.
Learn your coping skills.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next question comes from Dr. Wiggler. Question: what are ways to cope with OCD? Make me less brutal, honest, and make me take risk, and not to be such a self-aborted gramophone. Okay. Who wants to take that one?
Oh my gosh, I had a ex that is brutally OCD. Ooh, that's hard.
With OCD, it depends. Again, it depends on what type of OCD you have. Some are very, very like you have to do it a certain way, or some things are okay. If this is a problem, I can fix it in the future. It depends on what you have. You can cope up with it by catching those things that make that OCD and trying to let that slide. Like for me, when COVID happened, I was a vaccinator, and I was given vaccines. And what I used to do, all the doctors told me I had OCD. And what I used to do, I would put all the swabs in order, and then when it was empty, I would fill it up, and I would want it that way. So when people started telling me I had OCD, I tried stopping that. And I know that it's my experience, but it's somehow that's what you have to do. Train your brain.
All right, Caleb, I got you. Next
to
question.
go backwards, not keep on doing it. Does that make sense?
All right.
Yes,
all
yes,
right,
it
Wiggler,
does.
All right, Wiggler. Does that answer your
Because
question?
I actually
Wiggler?
have someone in my family who has OCD as well, so I understand completely how it can be a struggle.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Caleb had a question. We're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna do our experiences. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Caleb asks, "What is the best way to deal with ADHD?" Somebody can
let me
definitely
take
this.
That. I got this one.
Okay,
I got this one. I got this one.
Go ahead.
Because I actually have ADHD, and sometimes it can be very bad. Like I'll have like these just hyper episodes where no matter what I do, I just can't calm down and stuff like that. and it was a struggle for me when I was younger, and I had to take medications and stuff like that for it. Basically, what I suggest doing is just do stuff that do calming things a lot, like maybe do like meditation, or just like maybe like read a book, or just try to relax. I understand, like you're always are like jumping all over walls, and you're
If
you know you're always got to
with-
be doing stuff, and I understand with that one completely, because I used to really struggle with it, but I will say
struggle
this
with
though,
it too.
Yeah,
when
I
you get
also have a pretty. Sorry, go on.
when you get older, you find ways to cope with it almost naturally. It comes naturally as you get older. Like I'm 22 and I've definitely found ways to cope with it. And always like look out for like extra help with it as well, and talk to someone about it, because they can also help you find extra ways to cope with it.
Yeah,
Don't
and
drink coffee. Don't drink coffee, or you'll bounce over the walls.
I think it's really important
Mortal
to
enemy.
talk about ADHD, because I think a lot of people have some misconceptions with it,
Absolutely.
in terms of how people make it kind of black and white. Either they're bouncing off the walls, or they're super focused, and
Exactly,
there's so
Diva,
much
exactly.
in between.
It really doesn't matter if I'm nervous or
I
not.
struggle not only with the hyper focus and lack of focus,
That's the truth.
but you can even have trouble with like regulating your emotions sometimes, and
Yep.
because you can just get so overstimulated, almost like an autism, and it can really affect like mood swings, things like that. And it's not just, oh, I can't focus, oh, I need to move around, oh, I'm bouncing off the walls. It can really affect a lot of different things. And like what's your name again with the Mets logo? I'm so sorry. Blake?
Oh, my name's Blake. Yeah.
Yes, Blake. Like Blake was saying, I'm 20. So I've kind of learned as time goes by how to kind of regulate everything. I'm a singer. I make music. So that's one of my biggest outlets to when I need to do something. That's my biggest thing. My go-to is going and making music or doing something like that. So again, it all really comes back to finding what can help bring you back down to a regulated state. And with ADHD, just know that like it's not as black and white as people are making it, and what you're feeling is absolutely valid. But know that it's going to get better. You're going to get better. You're going to learn how to control the impulses, or how not to procrastinate. That's my biggest thing. It's the procrastination that comes with everything, because I become time blind to everything. Like it's so hard to get to places on time, and that's my biggest struggle that I'm working on right now, because it is definitely a struggle. So you go out and also talking to people that kind of share what you're going through, and having people like that is amazing. There's a girl on Instagram. Let me go over there real quick and see what her name is. It's Olivia. It's Olivia something. And she makes really good ADHD content. And you should definitely give her a look on like TikTok. If you look up Olivia ADHD, she'll come up. So just find people and find resources that, so you can work together almost to try to better yourself and bring yourself down to a more regulated state, I guess would be my best advice.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't think that you're the only one who has it either. ADHD is a very common disability amongst people, so there are definitely plenty of people around you that you probably don't even know have it, because sometimes some people don't have it as strong as others, so sometimes they have it more mildly, and they you don't even know they have it. So when they tell you, you're like, you really have that? And then you can relate to what you're going through with them, and then they can maybe give you some of their coping mechanisms, and you can try those as well.
Absolutely. Communication is key with everything.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. That was awesome. Wow, that was probably the longest one we've had. Okay, so let's go ahead and share our experiences. Um, let's see, who should I do first? Blake, you want to go ahead? Oh, wait, Hazy, did you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay, all right, go ahead. And Ellie and Sabrina, make sure you guys are, make sure you guys are helping her, if you guys could.
No problem.
Thank you.
So, my name is Hazy, and I've been through some bullying in my high school life, and it was really unforgivable and unforgettable, forgettable, I should say, because it was just not okay to do. These people did this to me, and to say the least, these people just were bullying me online through iMessage, and after I lost someone dearly, my best friend, my dear best friend, and I didn't know how to give up the anger, so I put it onto them, and they were just bullying me for it. So,
Alrighty. Is that it, Hazy?
and I had to switch schools because of it.
Alrighty.
And yeah. And everything went better after that.
So easy.
It's okay. But yeah. I'm glad everything went better after that, though.
Awesome, Hazy.
And
Good job.
how do you think you got it to how do you think everything kind of de-escalated? What did you do that really helped you get out of this situation that clearly was not a very good situation?
Switch schools, because they were clearly not a good, and just not talk to them very much in school hours, and just ignored them completely. Tried to ignore them completely.
And do you think it's still like what they did kind of still affects you now, or do you think you learned to grow from it?
I learned to grow from it because they are not causing me any pain. They are really childish people, and they are not good people at all.
Alrighty.
I think the biggest thing is like I'm proud of you for getting out of that situation. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, me too.
And the biggest thing is, when people are dealing with bullying, when people are ugly to you or anything, the biggest and best thing that you can do, not for them but for yourself, is to forgive them. Because forgiving them is not good. Forgiving them is not giving them power.
I did that as well. I forgave them and they didn't forgive me, which I totally understand. And I did that in person, and yeah, and I said that, and I went on with my day.
Well, that's really good, and I think everybody should kind of like take a look at that and really internalize that, because that's honestly the best thing that you can do. Just forgive the person that's hurt you, and not for them, but for you.
Yeah.
And it helps so much.
Yes, it does. It lifted me up so much after that.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Blake, you wanna go
Yeah.
next with your
Yeah,
experience?
sure.
Okay. Try not
Yes,
to, guys. Try not to make your conversations a little long. We only got about like, I wanted to make this conversation like an hour or so, or an hour like or more. The longest we can go is like an hour and 20 minutes. So if we can, try to shorten it if we can.
I'll give it the summarization. I'm not
Go
going to
ahead.
go like full into detail because there's some things that that shouldn't be said. But basically I have been through a lot in my life. Like as I said earlier, I have autism and ADHD. So it's been a struggle my whole entire life. Like I would always get bullied at school. I would always get like people like I would always get made fun of for everything I did because I was different because of my disabilities. I acted differently. And I even got criticized heavily by my own father my whole entire life. And basically, my father is a narcissist, so I could never, me or my mom could never live up to any of his expectations ever. And he honestly thought my disabilities were something I could control. And the truth of the matter is, they're not something that you can just get rid of. They're permanent. And my father always thought he could make me into this perfect child when really I was already a perfect child, but he degraded me so much that I didn't see it back then. But as I've gotten older, I've seen that I am what I need to be. And no matter if I even was the perfect child he wanted me to be, I would never be able to live up to his expectations, and I still would never be able to live up to his expectations. But he cheated on my mom about 6 times in less than a year, and he just recently moved down to Florida and just completely abandoned both me and my mom at the beginning of this year. So, and my mom has some serious health issues, so it's been a struggle for both of us very much, and money is extremely tight right now. And it's been just basically the year from hell for us. But in the end of the day, I wake up every day, I push forward. I know I have people to talk to both in real life and in Discord, because I know I have people like Lance and Anthony and Squad and all my other friends on Discord here that are here for me. And I know that if something is going wrong or I'm having a really bad day, I know for a fact I can just contact one of them and they would talk to me on the spot and they would help me through whatever I'm going through. And you guys need to know too that you have people in your life who you can talk to about anything, and they will listen and they will help you through whatever you're going through.
Awesome. Let's see. Anthony, go next, and then I'll go next right after you.
All right. Okay, so around the time when I met Blake, I met him on the stream of a former friend that we both knew and loved in 2020. And you know the story, Blake.
Oh, of course I do. Oof.
Her name was Fun and Crazy Sunny, and she used to play Pokemon Go and Mario Kart Tour all the time. She did all these like crazy sort of like things on her stream that made people happy. But then one day, and this was in the midst of the pandemic, she had to go on a hiatus from YouTube to focus on her job and stuff. She what?
When it cools off, you got it back.
Okay.
And also, before I go to work, I'll get. Okay. We have to use them. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, Ant. Go ahead, continue.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. One day she had to go on a YouTube hiatus in 2020 because it was in the midst of the pandemic. She said many times that she was going to return, but then she never did. And it was a shame because, I looked up to Sunny I looked up to Blake. I like talking to everybody in her live chat, you know? In 2021, she said she'll be back, but never happened. 2022, it happened again. She was going to make a return, and it never happened. So it pretty much fell downhill from there. It impacted me greatly because I was looking forward to challenging her and Blake in Mario Kart once again.
Alrighty.
And I seen Sunny's true colors after that. She turned into this narcissistic egomaniac who thinks everyone should just forgive her on the spot. And no, it's not like that. It doesn't happen that easily. You know?
You're absolutely right.
Yep, absolutely. Alrighty. Me, I'm next. So, I had a lot of ups and downs in my life. I've been bullied. Of course, I have Asperger's. I have autism myself, along with Blake, Lan, Hazy. Autistic people, they could be different. But for me, I think the biggest struggle I've had was making friends. At one point, I ended up wanting to kill myself junior year because I lost a lot of friends because I was recording them, playing basketball and all this other stuff. I was a very huge fan of basketball at that year, and I guess a lot of people didn't like it, and so I ended up losing them friends, and I got depressed over time. But my mother says to never give up. We love you and all this other stuff and all these other things. Shoot, I'm so nervous right now because it's my heart, dude.
No need to be nervous.
Yeah, I know, but
you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate. Thank you, Lan. You guys are awesome. But yeah, that's my only experience with depression. My younger sister here, she's had trouble. She's had trouble with a lot of boyfriends as well. She's gone through it all just like I have. So, never think about killing yourself. Guys, those of you that are watching the past few times where you said you guys have killed yourself, it really upsets people when you guys really say those things.
Absolutely, because we take those comments very seriously because there
yeah.
are people in this world who absolutely do that stuff, and then you can't erase that. That's a permanent solution to a problem that's probably not even that serious.
To excuse my lingo's, that shit's gonna be stuck in your head forever. Actually, probably for the whole day. I can't imagine I can't imagine having 1,000 people to go kill myself. That's gonna stick to my mind forever, and that's gonna make me want to do it. So
yeah, exactly. And then it's then you regret what you saying that because then that person's gone forever, and there's nothing you can do to erase that. Nothing. That person's gone, and they're out of this. They're gone.
Exactly. Okay. Sabrina, I know you said you wanted to go last. Okay, who hasn't gone yet? Nick, Lan, Ellie, and Sabrina. Okay, Ellie, since you're having connection issues, why don't you go?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. I don't know what's happening. It just keeps cutting in and out, but I will go. So I started therapy in 2017 because I've always just been a huge worrier. I've always thought things and all that kind of stuff. So I started therapy when I was 17. And then, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of my depressive symptoms pop up when I am very stressed about my grades, um, because I kind of equate my self-worth with how I'm performing in school, due to a fear of disappointment. So that was the first time that I felt really depressed, was my first semester of college. And that's when we decided that I should probably be on a medication for my depression. So I started my my medicine in 2018 in December at the end of the year. And unfortunately, that just really hit me hard because I thought, that I was a failure because I needed this medication to like keep me going and make me feel normal again. I felt like I was letting my mental health take over me, and I was just really not in a good place. But I realized after talking to my therapist about it, like this isn't something that we can control. My depression, when I wake up in the morning and I don't want to get out of bed, I'm not choosing to not get out of bed. Like I physically cannot get out of bed. I like frozen in place. Kind of like what Nick said earlier about celebrating the small victories. Like that's something that I've really come to appreciate. Whether it be, you get out of bed for the day or, you take a shower. Even something as like little as taking a shower can feel like a huge deal and a huge job. So that's something that I have definitely come to appreciate. Um, I think I'm bringing up anxiety and depression a lot because just because that's what I've had my issues with and I have had personal experience with. And that's, I don't want to talk about something that I don't have any experience with because I'm not trying to share an experience I haven't had or anything like that. Um, so yeah, like I said, I just want, as it is like May and May is mental health awareness, just like spreading that awareness that like be cautious of your actions and your words and they do, have implications for other people. Especially because, there's a lot of stigma around mental health, especially with, oh, you're depressed, like what do you have to be depressed about? Like, it's not something you choose. It's a chemical imbalance. It's all about the neurotransmitters in your brain. Um, and so just be mindful, and know that a lot of people struggle with this. You are not alone. Your experience is your own and your feelings are valid, but you're not alone. Um, and if you ever need, help, it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less than. Um, and that's something I learned through my experience of, taking my antidepressants. So just know that. And that was kind of my experience with my mental health.
Alrighty, Ellie. Alrighty, girl. Alrighty, girly. Okay. I see you. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alrighty, Nick, buddy. Go ahead, man.
Alrighty. So, since I kind of talked about my ADHD already, I'm going to talk about my depression and anxiety that I've gone through. So, depression has always kind of been an ongoing thing in my life, from about 10 years old on. And I'm proud to say I'm no longer depressed. I'm a very genuinely happy person. But it took a lot to get there. I was in an outpatient program my sophomore year of high school for 3 months, and they really just kind of helped me with my coping, and I found some really awesome people there that really helped me get through what I was going through, and it almost sometimes you need like for me the biggest change I think that helped me get out of my depression and learn to cope with it was I needed a change of scenery. I went from living in Texas, moving to California, and I found some of my absolute closest friends up there. I was really able to find myself as an artist, as a musician, and overall as a person. So that when I came back home, after I graduated from high school, it was almost like I was a different person. I could really communicate to people how I was feeling, notice when I was going or getting the depression, tendencies, and really start to draw everybody in close to me so that I didn't get to a point where it was spiraling out of control. So, to everybody that struggled with depression, there's always a way out. I dealt with it for years, and now, every once in a blue moon, it starts to happen, and then really learned how to cope. And for me, that's just being around people that I love, and music. And then, okay, so with anxiety now, this is a very, very, very recent thing. I had started developing symptoms of anxiety and an eating disorder. I really got super health conscious because I'm a bigger boy. And I always felt like I was gonna die. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have a heart attack and I'm gonna die. And it's led to extreme anxiety, particularly at night. And I just really had to learn to say, I'm gonna try to better myself. And as soon as I started, trying to better myself, my anxiety went away. So, I don't know too much about anxiety because it was a very short stint, but I know that if I got through it, you guys can get through it as well. And if you guys ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. And I can talk to you for hours if you need to be even, just there for company. So you guys can do it.
Yoshi, you need to stop trolling, bro. It's not funny, bro.
Made it through a lot.
This is serious shit, dude.
There's that.
Okay. Oh wow. All right, gosh. Okay, awesome. All right. Obviously, Lan, you are next, buddy. Whenever you get the chance to.
All right. Sorry, just have to saw something. Okay, so all right. I'll talk about school times. Now, I wasn't necessarily bullied, but I do feel like I felt alone because I felt like people would take advantage of me and really not understand me at all. I had friends, but sometimes, like I said, people took advantage. They would. I felt like I just didn't fit in, and it would cause me to try and do things to fit in, which is the wrong way, guys. It's okay to be yourself. I learned that the hard way, unfortunately. But so I did things like I lashed out. I stormed out of classrooms. I wouldn't say I got into fights, but it did get physical. I said some things I regretted, and it got me into trouble. But I just feel like you just got to appreciate everything that you have. Because with my autism, sometimes I feel like, people don't understand me. Like, I'll go into family, for instance. I'm in a family where I've got people, with very big personalities. And whenever I go to family functions, I'm always quiet. I was always a shy person. I was always a shy person. I didn't know, I know that's due to my autism, but I didn't quite know how to even fit in, if you know what I mean. So it's it was always hard for me growing up. I've been in situations where, I've lost out on friendships and, things just didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And then COVID happened, and well, everyone says COVID, everyone says COVID, has been a real downfall, and it has in some parts. But for me, it's how I came across Discord. It's how I came across, how I first, I joined, like Anthony said before, Fun and Crazy Sunny's stream is how I met Blake, because I met Anthony, until she did what she did. And then I joined other streams and I got to know everyone. But before that, in COVID, I was depressed. because things weren't going the way it should be for me, friends wise, family wise. Unfortunately, my uncle, he got cold bloodedly murdered. And I did not know how my family and I are going to get through this. For me, it was just like, it made me realize that you just got to hold on to family. Those that you know have your back and love you, just make sure you tell them appreciate how much you love them. Because for me personally, I didn't really know my uncle that well. So, after that happened, it opened my eyes to realize that family is important. And it's all a bunch of drama just happened in 2020. It just made me so depressed until I found the gym, until I found Discord and met all you guys. Like, honestly, when I came into Squad's channel, that server is probably the most active server I've ever been in. And it's because everyone there I can see is one blended family that likes to help each other. And Squad would be considered an amazing streamer and an amazing person too. So I just feel like...
Thank you, man.
No, I mean that.
Thank you, man. That's so sweet. All right, but
and everyone
continue.
here is amazing. Everyone here is amazing. All the friends that I make, Blake, Anthony, everyone here, all the friends that I've met here, you guys are all amazing. We are all different, but we all get through it. We are all in this together. And for me personally, I've been through it mentally. I've even had times where I thought about killing myself. I've had those thoughts before because I just felt like things were just falling apart. I didn't see how it was going to go. And also things in the past haunt me to this day. To this day, I still have haunts. And sometimes, and one thing about my autism, I have a hard time kind of when I say letting things go, just forgetting about what's happened in the past, but sometimes it sticks to my mind to this day. But one thing I will say is, every time, just remember that you've got people to talk to. I'm here. If anyone needs to speak, I'm here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to even learn. I'm here to because I've learned so much about everyone. Each and everyone I've learned so much about, and it makes me realize, wow, everyone goes through different things. Everyone goes through really serious situations, and it makes me realize, wow. And I want to be that kind of person to listen to everyone and really help. I mean, okay, I am in the UK. I'm in London, so I'm far. I've got different time zones, but I'm still going to try my best to be here to help if any of you guys need it. And,
Simpa, I'm gonna let you know right now. This is a serious situation. I don't have time to be dealing with your begging for mod.
And just
please do not beg for mod, bro.
Friends wise, family wise, a lot of drama happened, and it just made me realize. Sometimes it makes me think, where is that light at the end of the tunnel? Where is that hope? Sometimes, sometimes I think myself in the future. I'm thinking it ain't gonna be good, and that's when the suicidal thoughts come into my mind. But I realized that's not the way to go because anything could happen. Because right now I'm working 3 days a week with this eye care charity for people with learning autism because a lot of that is being ignored because of their disability. So So me and my colleagues are trying our best to make sure that eye care is more. People are more opticians, are more eye care aware to help people. So at this point, I'm just here to help and listen. And you know what? We're not perfect. We make mistakes. But at the end of the day, just know that you're a strong individual and just never let others put you down. Because we are all human. We make mistakes and but I know we're all going to make it in the end.
Awesome, Lan. That was 100% definitely another satisfying speech. Wow, I don't even know what to say. That was impressive. Coming from someone that's really someone that's autistic just like myself, that's really impressive. Okay,
yep,
at least but not least. Okay, sorry, Blake, go ahead.
I also agree with you, Lance, that I also have a hard time letting the past go as well. I agree. I understand fully what you're going through with that as well, for me being autistic as well. And it does get hard to let the past go, but you do kind of have to let certain things go because otherwise it's just going to create more issues for yourself and the people around you, and it's just going to make your quality of life a lot more miserable.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
definitely 100%.
Alrighty, nice. Alrighty, alright, but not least, alrighty, Sabrina. Come on, girl. Let's go.
Thank you. Okay. So my situation was when I was younger. Me and a group of people, we moved schools, and it was in a richer neighborhood compared to what we were in before because the school shut down. And a lot of the kids there were bullying me and my friend. And she couldn't take it anymore. And I couldn't take it anymore. We used to talk about it. And then one day I did not hear from her. And the next day I went to school and I found out that she jumped off the Niagara Falls.
Oh, Keith, tell her. Hey, tell her.
No.
Tell her I said.
And she jumped off. And
Tell her I said you're welcome.
And that's why mental health is very important because I always think of her. None of those people could have ever bullied her the way they bullied her. Or anyone. No one should be bullied, and I understand it comes to that. And that's what we need to do is we need to spread the word. I know it's hard because in like the medical, it's a new topic that is being learned about the brain, learning about the brain and stuff. But we need to teach people that it shouldn't happen. Bullying should not be a thing. Like I've been bullied. People called me Sabarni. People called me because my name's Sabrina. They called me Sabrina the Teenage Witch with the B. I can't say the word because God will get mad. But but those are the words
I don't
people
think he will
used
get
to call
right
me.
now.
So I've been through it. I've been through bullying. I've heard of suicide. I had my closest friend commit suicide jumping off Niagara Falls. People do that. Till today, they jump off Niagara Falls, US side and Canada side. It's hard. And I also want to say that everyone is different. No one's the same. Everyone learns at a different rate. It's fine to record. It's fine to record, but let those people know that you're learning from them. Or tell them that you're slow. That's fine. I'm learning my way. That's all I have to say. Okay?
Alrighty. Alrighty, awesome. Now the biggest thing I really want to talk about with this whole mental health issue, I don't know if maintaining composures would fall along with that, but that's something that has to be talked about because there's a lot of people here who have anger issues and who have taken things a little too serious. Like I said, me, Lan, Sabrina, Ellie, we've talked about this a lot in the group chat. We talked about this a lot. So when you guys feel the need to, if you guys get angry with a game or something, let's say you guys are playing like Fortnite or something, right? Oh, this guy kills you, right? This guy smokes you, right? Or whatever the hell it is, right? whatever the hell it is, right? Don't get too mad to the point to where you want to say, oh, go kill yourself or something like that. What you guys need to do is sit up, walk away. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. There is no reason to get mad or upset at a video game. And
absolutely. It's a video game. It's just a computer. A person is way more important than a video game. And just always remember that. Don't get to the point where you are so mad that you're telling an actual human being to go kill themselves over a virtual system.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
And there's one, yeah, exactly. And there's one specific person. There's one specific person in my YouTube community. He's 12 years old, and I'm so proud of him that he's really grown a lot. And that would be Takanadia himself. The biggest problem with him is that he says really a lot of hurtful things. As we've seen, his Among Us account, it got banned for self-harm. He had to make a whole new Gmail account or email account just to make another Among Us account. Like I said, Talk has a really good personality. Here's what I will say about Talking Nadia though. Talk started off as a nobody. Well, I was explaining this to Lan and Sabrina the other day. He started off as a nobody in my YouTube channel, and he's grown a lot. He somehow rocketed his way to the very top of being one of my most popular people in my streams, aside from Aiden and Louie and Larry, Maria, Blood King, Lan, Posh. I mean, there's a few of you guys that are very very popular in my stream, and Talk is definitely amongst one of them. So, everybody loves Talk, man. Everybody loves his personality. Everybody loves how he acts as a person.
Funny.
He's really funny.
Right.
What happened, Lan?
I was gonna say, Talk's my in buddy. Like, if you're listening, Talk,
Like-
you are like,
Talk. We fucking love you, dude. No, to excuse my language,
we do.
we fucking love you, dude. Like, you're so
We do.
hilarious. Hazy loves messing with you. Like, Hazy met you like 2 months ago, I believe, and she freaking loves you, dude. Like she
You
loves
like
messing
to
with you.
kill people. I mean, not
Yeah, I like disconnecting you.
No, personally, my real life friend here, Nick, he's never met Talk, but I swear if Nick was in like a VC call with him, he would love him. He's a 12-year-old, and he can sometimes get a little huffy here and there.
Sharp.
He can get a little mad here and there and say like really mean things to people, but in all like I don't know how to say this, but like his personality has gotten so big, like since he's joined the Discord server, his popularity and his personality have gotten way bigger and bigger and bigger than anybody else's in my server. I will 100% admit that. At this point, he surpassed Posh and Blood at this point. Possibly Maria at this point. Possibly. We don't know. Aiden is still the most popular person in my stream, though, considering how funny he is. Considering how funny. No, he can. No, to excuse my language, he can say some fucked up shit, but he could be joking around. That I love that man to death. I don't care what anybody else says. That is my brother, dude. I fucking love him. That is my brother. Even though he is 15 years old, bro. That's my brother, dude.
Aiden definitely, I can say this, like, despite all the stuff he says, I can see he does have a good heart, because he did reach out to me, like, Instagram-wise on one of my pics in the gym, really inspiring me to keep going with the gym. So he does have a good heart, and he's probably the most funniest person I've met on this Discord. Despite the
Really, he has a good heart, huh?
He definitely does. He definitely does 100%. You may not think that for yourself, but he definitely has a heart 100%. If Ellie even knows it, Sabrina knows it, Blake, Anthony, Nick, you guys. Hey, I understand that, but Blake, Anthony, and Nick, you guys don't know him much, so you guys won't know.
I've met Talk before. I definitely met Talk before.
We're talking about Aiden.
Oh, Aiden. No, I don't think I've ever met Aiden before. No.
Same.
Yeah. So like I said, we gotta just encourage Talk to not kill himself. and that we're all here for him. The next time he does it, like me and Lan had discussed on Snapchat, it's gonna take a while for him to like get out of it. You know, it's not gonna happen right away. When you tell somebody to sit up and just walk out the door, it's not gonna happen right away. It's gonna take some time for him to realize that when he gets older, it's gonna take him some time. But you know, moving forward, we got about like 16 minutes or 6 minutes or so. So let's go over this PowerPoint that Sabrina showed to us. I'll go ahead and share my screen right now. That way you guys can actually see it. I think I'm showing it right now. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
Alrighty. Alright, everybody ready to view this or no?
Yeah.
Wait. There it goes.
Alright.
I don't think it's on YouTube.
No, they can see it on YouTube. Trust.
They can see it?
Yep, they can see it. Yep. See?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's slow on YouTube. Sorry about that.
Cyborg, everyone is special in their own... Hell yeah. Everyone is special in their own ways. So, this is what Sabrina made for us. Remember, you were put on this earth for a reason. You were put on this earth to make a difference in the world. I know it's hard when people are pushing you down, but keep your head up high and show these people that you're stronger than them. Show them you are not going to give up. All situations are different, but they are not permanent. They will change for the better. You just have to stay positive. If you guys are in any danger, before you guys call like 911 or call the hotline or something like that, come speak to Blueberry, Lancamp, Ellie, Larry, HazyStorms. You guys can even talk to... Well, she's not really as active. You guys can talk to the beautiful... The insanely beautiful Blood Queen. You guys can talk to Blake. You guys can talk to Nick.
Yep.
Anthony.
My DMs are always open.
Yep. And you guys can also talk to Squad Wipe King, which is me. But, yeah. But, yeah. Anything... Here's some list of things you guys can do if you guys are ever going through that stress. If you guys are going through that stress, you guys can listen to music. I know a lot of people like listening to like emo rap and who is it? Juice WRLD, Little Peep, XXXTentacion. Rest in peace to all three of those rappers, by the way.
XXX Tentacion.
Dancing,
Rest in peace, brother.
exercising, taking a walk, hiking. Playing games. Sometimes that can work, but
It depends.
Yeah,
it just depends. It just depends on
the
the situation. Exactly. It just depends on the situation. Talking to friends is definitely one of them.
But do what you love.
Yeah.
Do what you love.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, do what you love, guys. Do what you love.
Everyone has their own speed.
Exactly.
I just want to say real quick, thank you to everyone for sharing your experiences, but also for everyone listening. Sharing your own experience can be a difficult thing and a scary thing, and it just means a lot to me, and I'm sure my other friends, that we all listened and were respectful and shared our own experiences. So thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely, that was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one more thing before we end this. Okay, let me read this real quick. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's also about how you drive, not where you're going. Sabrina,
Yep.
I swear you put this together and you did really amazing on this. I want to give a round of applause to Sabrina. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Because you put that together.
100%.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you,
Wait,
Sabrina.
100%.
Sabrina left the call.
Oh, did she?
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
but
Well, everybody
but
put
she-
some W Sabrina in the chat. W Sabrina.
Yes.
Please put
Yeah.
please put
Yes, because she put a lot of time into this for us. This is amazing.
Beautiful.
This is absolutely amazing and well put together.
Oh, she said her computer froze. Yeah, this is definitely well put together. So W Sabrina, man, W Sabrina for this, because it's a really amazing. mental health definitions, mental illness. There's a difference with the two, guys.
Yeah.
Mental health refers to our emotions and psychological well-being, of course. And then, while opposed to that, mental illness it composes a wide range of disorders, often caused by genes or just brain chemistry. Anybody agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I
absolutely.
agree with this 100%.
Awesome. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna discuss before we end this is the suicide prevention. We want to make sure that you guys aren't thinking about any intentions of ending your life. You like Sabrina said, you guys were put on this earth to make a difference. And
If I can add something really quick,
yeah,
I'm going to say this too. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There's no need for you to resort to that for any issue that you face in your life. It's not going to help anyone. And even though you may think you're helping yourself, even if you think that, just think about the people around you too, who would be very sad about your loss. That would mourn
Exactly.
you for and
yep.
possibly have mental health issues from you doing that.
And
So
if nobody's
never
told you to Sorry,
never
go on.
resort to suicide ever for any reason.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
100%
You
agree
will-
with that. 100%. All right, suicide prevention. Suicide is a death caused by injuries oneself with the intent to die. A suicide attempt is when someone harms themselves with any intent to end their life, but they do not die as a result, but of their actions. People who have been bullied, been child abused, been through sexual violence. Sexual violence is crazy, and are in a higher suicide risk. This is very important, guys. Very important for the little ones out there. Keith, Imposter, YT, Talk. You know, all of you guys. You guys have said this. You guys have said this before, so you guys know who you are. If you guys wanted to kill yourselves before, and I think this is the beauty of this conversation, is to help you guys out in such a way that we all can relate. That's the end of the conversation.
Yep.
And Talk, look who just arrived. Talk, hey buddy,
Yep.
hey Talk,
What's up,
how are you?
Talk?
How are you, Talk? We were just talking about you. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. What about y'all?
We are good.
doing
We
great.
were just talking about how you clowned your way to the very top of being one of my most popular people, and that and there's a lot of people who love you in this community. So I'm very glad that I brought you on to my channel, and the fact that you rise your way up to becoming one of those popular people is mind blowing, because I didn't think you would be the next person after Lan. So I think guys, I think we should spam W's for Talk, shall we? In the chat, I think we should do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that right now, guys. W Talk, man. W Talk.
And Spud, can I
Talk.
say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to say one thing that I learned too is that, you know, if you're listening to this conversation and you're like, well, I don't have any of these like same experiences or anything. Not everyone has mental illness, and that's okay, but everyone has mental health. So just please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself, and please be kind to others.
Absolutely. And if nobody told you guys
Absolutely.
today, I love you. You are worth so much, and you deserve all the happiness in this world. And it's going to come one day. I promise you.
Yes.
I promise you.
Alrighty, and I think with that we are officially done with the conversation. Excuse my language, but okay, wait.
Can I say one more thing?
Alrighty. Alright, go ahead.
I want everyone to. I think it's from all of us, but I want to thank everyone for coming and joining, especially the parents. If the parents are watching, I know Keith messaged me just now that his mom was watching too and says appreciate this conversation, appreciate what we've done So thank you, Keith's mom. Thank you for all the moms watching. Thank you for everyone who's watching. Spread the word and be more happier and help other people.
Exactly. We're all here for you
Okay?
guys. We
Absolutely.
we are all here for you guys. We love each other. My community has been off the charts. Not going to lie, it's been really off the charts. I want to thank Dee Dee, of course, the GOAT, always, for being there supporting me. Also want to thank you guys, Ellie. Love you, by the way.
Love you.
Nick, love you, brother. Always.
Love you too, brother.
Lan, you know I love you. You know I love you too, man.
Love you too, bro.
we're like I said, we all love each other, man.
Absolutely.
I can't explain this enough, but this conversation is done. Thank you guys. For joining. We're gonna
W
switch-
mental health. W mental health in the chat. W mental health.
We are going to switch over to some Among Us right now and play hide and seek, though, before something really bad happens. But this conversation was definitely something that needed to be talked about. I appreciate all of you guys. I love you all.
I agree that this was also a very successful conversation because it inspired so many people in the chat. Like, I've been reading the chat the whole time, and I've seen just so much positivity from everyone here. Y'all are
100%.
amazing.
Like I said before, we're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. We're one big gaming family. We all love each other. We are all in this together. Don't ever feel like you guys are alone in the world, because you're not.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right, Lance. Absolutely right.
Thank you
to
guys.
Squad for organizing this and making his channel a safe space. So thank you, Squad.
Yes, thank you, Squad, for this. This was,
of course.
This was awesome.
Thank you, Squad, and everyone as well.
Of course.
And thank you for having me here, Squad, as well. I really do appreciate you asking me to join this conversation.
Yep. I mean, hey, like I said, all of you guys are a big help for real. So, even though Talk came in a little late, I wanted him to listen, but at the same time, it was kind of my fault because I did stream while he was at school, so it is technically my fault. But you know,
well, are you gonna post this?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna post this. Hell yeah, 100%. I'm going to.
Yes, definitely make sure
tomorrow.
And may I just add this too? When you make it into a video, Squad, would you, Lance, and you, Blueberry, please ping everyone your server to make sure that whoever didn't see this gets a chance to watch this on playback, please?
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, please, Blueberry. Yeah, Blueberry, Land, please do that. For sure. With that being
Stay
said...
positive and stay happy.
With that being said, this was a successful mental health conversation. I did not think this was gonna go as planned, but we fucking did it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Alrighty. I think we can end the call here now. Nick, we will see you Friday if I'm working with you, brother. Love you.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Love you too, man.
Alrighty. Ellie, I don't know if you're playing Among Us or not. Hazy, I don't know. I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you're headed.
I'll hop on for a bit.
Okay. Blake, Anthony, you guys down or no?
Yeah, I can come. I'll come play with you guys. Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Your lobby?
Yeah. We're gonna go to my Discord server right now. Nick, do you want to invite? Do you want to invite or no?
Sure, why not? Let's see what this is all about. Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's a great server. It is a great server, Nick. You're gonna love it there.
Introducing Nick to Among Us.
Alrighty.
Alright, bye everyone.
Bye everybody and bye
guys.
Hazy.
See you Among Us. Bye guys.
This is awesome. Alrighty. Alright, Talk and Anthony, go ahead and leave the VC real quick so I can explain to everybody what we're doing next. Go ahead, Anthony. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate the fucking support as of recently. This is really awesome. 30 people in the stream. That's the most I've had in this stream so far. So I appreciate every single one of you guys that actually stopped by to listen to this. I think this is one of the biggest moments I've had in the YouTube, in my and on my YouTube channel as of so far. I did not think this conversation was gonna go as planned, and I did not think that many people were gonna tune in. So once again, to the Squad Wipe and DD Nation, I appreciate you guys so fucking much. I love you guys, and we're gonna go switch to Among Us right now. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty.